My name is Ryan. I'm from Wyoming, up north, and I'm part of the Engineers Without Borders group, and I'm part of the La Laguneta, El Chile, El Salvador group, and the project's been going on for about 2 years now. I came in last fall, and started helping out on that. I went down to El Salvador in January for 2 weeks with the group, and we did some pump testing at one of the villages because they're not getting too much water. They're kind of located in a small valley, and they're like in the base of a volcano, so they have a really hard time getting production from their wells. So we went down there and tried to figure out what was going on with the groundwater, and we also gave them some plans to refurbish their tank and chlorinate their water. So I've been involved with that for the past year, but the main goal is at the end of this year we're going to be wrapping up the project down there. So we're going to do a big health assessment and try to pull together exactly how we've helped this village and where they're going to be able to go in the future. This trip in August, we're going to be implementing a small pipeline in another village right next to La Laguneta, El Chile, and right now they have to hike down this really steep quarter-mile hill and get their water from a spring, and then hike all the way back up with these huge canteros full of water. And we actually tried it when we were there in January, and it's really tough work, and they have to do about 3 or 4 trips a day. So we're going to be piping up the water to a centralized tank on the top of this hill, and then putting a centralized tap in the middle of the city, so they don't have to make that trip every day. And I just think that's the best thing I'm going to be bringing away from CSU is this project, because it's not very often that people get a chance to step out of their realm and get their feet wet in something that they have no prior experience in, and they might not ever get to experience that in their life again. So I'm just really glad I got involved with that, and you're just going to meet a real broad range of people. Engineers Without Borders, we strive to implement projects in these third world countries that are sustainable and that they can sustain themselves, because the ultimate goal is not have to help them at all. It's to educate them so they can develop and build their infrastructure up to where they won't need outside help anymore. The big problem we face with those kind of projects is getting the community on board, because you're changing their lifestyle drastically when you put in a distribution system, because it's kind of like social hour when they go and fill up their water tanks. They catch up on the news of the village. They get us talk to their friends. That you kind of have to think about those things, and a lot of times engineers just kind of look at something and come up with a plan that's technically sound, and then they don't think about the consequences of the implementation of it, and the sustainability of it too. I didn't even think about going reviewing before I went down there, and I bought a little Spanish dictionary, and I looked over it on the plane, and I was like, I don't remember any of this. And then you get down there and you hear the little kids talking, and you just start picking up words, and then a few days later you're forming sentences, and it's amazing how fast when you get totally immersed in the culture, and there's no way you can speak English to these people, you have to adapt and adjust.